Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is one of the best games I've ever played. It's new and innovative, but yet still keeps its classical Legend of Zelda feel. It's definitely worth the 3.5 year wait because it's so good. Oh my god. This video isn't really a review, it's just covering a few stuff you could deal with how the game literally has you surviving in the wild because it lives up to its name, Breath of the Wild. Pretty good for the game. How's you doing and how it has you living and how you play as Link, because it's the first game that directly addresses you as Link, but regardless, let's get time to get back to the video topic. No major spoilers will be shown, only the first few hours of gameplay and what you can do and like new gameplay elements. So that's basically it. No spoilers, only gameplay elements that are new, which pretty cool. Alright, you're basically dropped in the world. There's no fairy, no guidance, just you exploring. Yeah, no knowing fairy from like Ocarina. Just you, like you're literally dropped in a game and you explore because it's open world Zelda game. No boundaries set the limit. The game lets you find things on your own. You could find weapons such as axes, torches, and skeleton arms from the enemies you can kill because they're skeleton enemies, and when you kill them, you can use their arm as a weapon. And when you put the arm up, it'll like grab at your butt, which is kind of disturbing sometimes. You're able to find classical Zelda dungeons, aka shrines, in this game to further upgrade Link's arsenal and stats, because when you do these shrines, gives you in some way, I won't tell you how, let you figure that out. In some way, it helps you get more hearts and upgrade your stamina meter. Yeah, the stamina meter is still in the game from Skyward Sword, but it's even better because in Skyward Sword you can only climb certain stuff, and in this game you could climb anything from mountains to ice blocks to even rock enemies. With such a big world, you're able to traverse foot. You're able to word stuck. You're able to traverse by foot, horse, teleport, and glide, and even shield surf like your typical beach bro. And by all this traversing, you could literally traverse anything. For that example, you see that mountain up there? Well, guess what? You could climb all the way there. Just make sure when you get up there, you're wearing the proper equipment and stuff, because if you don't, you'll freeze to death. You'll freeze of hypothermia because there's now a temperature gauge. Yeah, pretty good. Now earlier when I said you're in the wild, like you as Link will need to like fend and provide food for yourself in the game by getting on trees, collecting apples, bugs, whatever you can do, or by killing poor innocent animals for Link's supper or dinner, whatever you want to say it. And for being in the wild, you will be encountering a lot of enemies, such as these basic goblins that are always in a group. You could either stealth kill them or go on chaotic. There's lots of ways you can go with it, but it's the fun part of playing. There may be even random boss fights when you're around the field, because that's surely what happened to me. Like, if you look at this rock guy comes out of nowhere and he fights you, much like Dark Souls. That weapon, or you may even see the special tool. I messed this up so bad. Or you may even find this specialty enemy that I found. And like I said, you're in the wild. The game lets you figure how to kill enemies and stuff by yourself. So when I fought this Chinese-looking dude, he no offense to Chinese people, but I was getting him pretty good. But as you can soon see as his clip ends, kind of kills me with one shot because I didn't know he could teleport. But that's good. There's trial and error in this game, so you can play and figure stuff out in this game. It's pretty cool. But then again, it's kind of BS. He killed me in one hit. This game actually provides difficulty. Before, when an enemy will hit you, they'll only take like half a heart or a quarter of a heart, or only like 2 hearts at most. Like Ganon in 64, I believe the only took away 2 hearts from you, and by that time in the game you already had like 18 hearts, and it wasn't really much of a challenge. In this game, enemies take more hits, and you also have less hearts, and when you explore, when you're first exploring and stuff, you, like I said earlier, have to figure out how to kill them, which is what adds to the game so much more. It's so good. It reminds me of the first Zelda game, like with all this difficulty and game not telling you how to do. They really did go back to the Zelda roots. Alright, when you're fighting these enemies, make sure, like, because there's a new durability element in this game in your weapons, because all your weapons, they won't last forever. I'm not sure if you're able to repair them because I haven't went that far in the game, but there's durability on your weapons, and it breaks kind of messed up because last time I went in the shrine, fought this guy, and all I had to fight him with was a torch, because the rest of my weapons broke and I didn't have any good weapons. I just had trash weapons from enemies. This is just a few things you could play with on this amazing new Zelda game, and so on and so forth. There's probably much more things I could cover about, but that's for you to go out, buy a Switch, buy a Wii U, or if you already have either of them, just get the game. It's pretty good. One of my favorite games of all time. It's probably my favorite game, even though Ocarina of Time has a lot of nostalgia for me. It's one of my favorite games to play. Go out there, play it. It's a great game. Like I said, this video isn't really a review, but it goes over little things that add this game. But one more thing. By surviving in the wild, there's this one instant where I was traveling a snowy area, and I was like, oh my god, this is new, I'm dying of cold, what did I have to do? You yourself figure out things, and what I did was I got a torch out of my inventory. I found a campfire because I couldn't set any fire up. I don't know how yet. I went in campfire, I got a torch, and decided to take the fire with me, and that worked. It wasn't freezing to death anymore.